for it.
And guys, welcome to another 15-minute review. Blah blah blah. Episode 6, I think. We're in episode 6. ECCO the Dolphin, 15 minutes. All we're going to do is talk about ECCO and tell you how much we like or hate the game. I'm joined with Robbo.
How we doing, mate? This should be a short one. Can't stand this game.
That's why I wanted to do it. I mean, ECCO. Well, I'll be honest, right? When I first played ECCO, the music's brilliant. Like, the music's fantastic, and the graphics are fantastic. And the concept of it is brilliant. But that's it.
I think that's what got everyone, because you saw this advert, I remember it, you saw the advert, and you saw this, oh yeah, you're a dolphin, you can swim, you can jump over rocks, you can eat fish. It looked very good, but then you got it and went, well, I've jumped over a rock. That was fun.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, like, you're sonaring, like, when you sonar, like, the dolphins, and, like, it sonars onto him, and they're like, all right there, mucker, you want to go across you want to go through that tavern, you need to go through this way, ducky. And you're like, I don't know why we always used to say that the dolphins were Yorkshire.
Of course they were.
Because they were. So yeah, it's
for
me. ECCO, the music. When I first played it, I was like, "This is impressive." And if it was a dolphin simulator, it would have been all right. But the whole time travel thing for me was just ridiculous. And but yeah, that's it. That was it. It was the storyline. The gameplay was shockingly bad as well.
Can't even tell you what you were actually meant to do. To this day, I still don't get what you did. What were the concepts of the game? What were you trying to achieve?
You were
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I if I remember, you have to collect the diamonds or the gems, and they it's something to do with pollution, and then it's something to do with time travel, and it's some. To be honest, it mind bent me. It was, I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to swim as a dolphin. That's what I wanted to do. They could have just made it better, but yeah, it was like puzzles and. It was.
I don't think we actually know.
Yeah, it's. I mean, he was a time travel dolphin. That's what the point was.
Were we trying to get back to his family? I don't know.
No. I think if I remember, it was to do with oil and pollution, and something was sick, and you have to go back in time to stop something polluting your ocean or whatever you.
Right. Do you know what was sick?
What?
The person who thought of the game. He wants his head tested.
But like I said, I mean, like, this is what I was saying to like the guys about it, because everyone's like, I think it was Brendan who said it was really good. No, it was Jamie who said it was really good, and I was like, what do you mean ECCO was good? Like, I don't know anyone who enjoyed ECCO, but I'll be honest, I played it a lot. I did play it a lot, but I didn't do anything.
The difference is, right, and yes, I played it a lot, but back then, you had one game. Your parents would buy you a game for Christmas or your birthday, and you play that till they then got you another one. It wasn't like now. Me and you have got hundreds of games.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You didn't have these PlayStation Plus subscriptions, the Xbox Live subscriptions, where you could just download. Oh, I'm sick of playing that. I'm just going to download this. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. If you got bought ECCO,
you were stuck with it.
Yeah, you had to play it. Yeah, and you can't swap it straight away with your mate. Because it's a birthday present, and your mum will go, "Oh, so how's the new Dolphin game? Are you enjoying it?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, it's only time she'd want to watch you play it. Yeah. Come on, I'll watch you play it. Oh God.
Yeah, and it was there was a I think it was, I can't remember what the game was, but my mum bought me Double Dragon on the Atari 2600. She bought it, man. I hated it. I loved it at the time, but I hated it quite fast because all my mates had Master Systems and NASA's, and I only had the Atari 2600. So I was like, oh, everyone's got Double Dragon. And it was 40 quid as well. Do you know what I mean? Wow. And I bought it, and I was stuck with it. And my mum just kept constantly going, how should you, like, because we were quite poor family, do you know what I mean? So for them to get 40 quid together and to buy a game for me was like the best thing that they could ever do for me. And they always wanted to make sure I was happy with it. And yeah, and ECCO is the perfect example of tricking a poor person into buying a game, and then they're stuck with it, and they have to sit there and tell themselves, yeah, it's a great game. And that's the reason people say it's a great game, because they're so angry and they can't admit that it is a poor game.
It's frustrating. It's a very frustrating game, but I think you hit the nail on the head. The music were great. The graphics at the time were pretty good,
Yeah, yeah.
so I can't completely knock it. It was just the gameplay and the story, because I still don't, like I said, I didn't know it was about pollution. I still couldn't tell you to this day what it was about. All I can remember is jumping over a rock, and then the Echo spins, and suddenly he's back in time. That's all I remember.
The thing is with Echo, is the music and the graphics are fantastic. Like,
For the time.
I'm never gonna knock that. And but you go like, okay, if you play Sonic the Hedgehog, you hate the water zones, right? You hate them. Who likes the water zones in Sonic? Who
Hate it. You're having to find the little bubble to breathe.
Yeah, and who needs that kind of pressure? And that's what Echo did. It was a game that was just full of water level Sonics.
I think back then, and I might be knocking off key, but every time you hit a water level, it was the hardest level of that game. Whatever game it was, you had the water level, and it was always the hardest level.
It was. It's either ice levels where you slip in, or water, and it was always the worst. So why would you make a game that's
Full game on it?
the worst kind of level people hate? It's like going, okay, I'm going to make a sand level, no, like an ice game, and what we're going to do is make it slippy the entire time. And we're going to, and trying to catch up. I mean, it would have been cool if you could have like a cheat where you just don't run out of breath. I mean, that would have made Echo for me brilliant. I mean,
I think you hit nail on the head there. I've not thought about that, but when we were talking about that, yeah, the water level was the worst. Ice levels were always the worst, and you couldn't stand playing them. You just wanted to get through it and done.
They were the quickest levels that you could think of, and you just wanted you just raced through them, and that was it. But
100%.
And then why make a game that's water level that everybody hates? Why do that? But again, it was the thing is, it was a fun game to swim and get the fish. It's really confusing because again, I loved it. I loved eating fish and swimming, jumping out the water. And then I just went, one of my mates came out and was like, oh, check this out. Look, I'm jumping out the water. And everyone went, oh, it's wicked. And then they would go and play it. And then they would jump out the water and everyone would have fun. As soon as you started playing the game now, shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It should have been a dolphin simulator.
Yeah. Maybe it should have been the first of its time. First dolphin simulator. It didn't need this this storyline that didn't make no sense of going back in time. It didn't need that.
No, by far.
It had what it needed. You were a dolphin in the sea. You could have put some sharks in there, something to chase it around. Got eating a few fish, a bit of it adventuring around, a bit of jumping out at water. Everyone's happy, aren't they?
Exactly. And you could have bred dolphins and different types of dolphins, and you could have there's so much that you could have done with it. But no, they made it time traveling, and they made it difficult and made it run out of breath. And like I said, it's a water level. No one likes water levels.
A pure water level.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll try and think of one more thing that I could try and say nice about Echo. I enjoyed it when you landed on land. Like when you was on Tomb Raider 2 or Tomb Raider, and you used to block the butler in the door. You spent all that time when the butler followed you, and you put him in a closet and you left him there.
Yeah.
I remember on Echo, we used to try and jump him up as high as we can and let Echo land on the land.
Where he couldn't get back onto the sea.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything. We just I wanted it to splat, or do you know what I mean? It just span around in a circle. Yeah, that's probably another. That's the only. But that's what made it's not very nice.
You got to give it its all, because I've just looked a bit on the wiki side of it, and it started in 1992 Echo, and they're still releasing games. They released 5 games all the way up to the year 2000, so it must have been a bit more popular somewhere. I mean, they managed to get all the way to the Dreamcast.
That's interesting. So the Dreamcast one was 3D, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. I didn't even know until reading this. But the last one released on the Dreamcast. So
that's mental. I'm just trying to think who. But then there is people. I mean, I put a post up saying Echo was rubbish, and I've had people go, "Mate, Echo was fantastic," and I'm like, "Really? Honestly, just what's your honest opinion, really?" And then after
5
most
games,
of it,
mate.
Well, Master, they're like, oh yeah, it was all right. It wasn't the best, but well, it wasn't amazing, then was it? It was shit. To me,
It's
it
not
was
something you're
awful.
going to show your kids, is it? It's not good. Look at this, what we used to play. That's why I'm at that stage now. Where, Seth, Mace, come on, look at this. This is cool. And when your kids look at you, go, this is crap. And you think, this was the best game ever when I were a kid.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him
But
Echo.
no,
Well,
I wouldn't give
saying
him Echo.
that, I would if it was like, oh, all you need to do, oh no, what's the aim of the game? Oh, you just swim up and down and collect fish. That's all you do, and that's it. And then they'll be happy, and they'll say Echo was quite good. But if you say, oh yeah, now you need to go back in time, see, and they'll be like, what are you talking about, Dad? This is rubbish. I don't want it. I don't want it. So I mean, if you was going to score it out of 10, what would you give it?
I've got to be diplomatic. I can't stand the game, but the music was good. The graphics were phenomenal for the time, so it's got a 3 out of 10.
I agree. That's exactly what I was.
It's not a whitewash. It's not a whitewash 0 because there were good elements. So yeah 3 out of 10's respectable for a game that was terrible.
Yeah, I agree. I think 3 out of 10. I mean, the music and graphics were fantastic. It's just the gameplay was shockingly bad. Like, really bad, in my opinion. But again, if you guys think that it wasn't, and help us. I mean, we want to know what people enjoyed about Echo. I really do want to know. So comment below, send us a message. Just let us know. And we would like to hear exactly what you guys think about Echo. And yeah, that was another 15-minute review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's plenty more over on our YouTube channel. There's live streams and there's podcasts and there's all sorts. So yeah, if you enjoyed this, check out more and we will speak to you soon.